I saw that we decriminalized weed in New York. I do feel like, though, we should stop calling all of weed weed. Now we have like 8 levels of weed deeper than anyone has ever had before. That needs a new name. You know, like my friend took an edible and then just leaned in the corner for 30 minutes because he thought he was a glass of orange juice and he didn't want to spill himself. That is not weed, sir.
I think skinny people and fat people can coexist. Cancel me! I think it's possible. I do, but fat people, we have to be careful around skinny people. Yeah, you can't talk. If you're a fat person, you can't talk about being active too quick around a skinny person because y'all get too excited. Like as a fat person, I'll be like, I think I'm gonna go on a walk later, and a thin person in the room I've never met will be like, yes, bitch, you don't have to live this way. God damn. Okay.
Just broke up with somebody. Well, it wasn't really a breakup. It was a booty call I might have took too serious. That shit happens sometimes, you know? You can't fuck me more than one time and not be my man. We on a schedule. I don't care if you don't love me. I love you. It's gonna work out. So now the booty call then turned into a police call. Cause I can't stop texting them. I can't stop texting. Texting has ruined my life. I can't stop texting. It's hard. It's hard not to text. You is a bitch. Send. Okay, I'm sorry for calling you a bitch. Did you get my last text? Are you getting any of these texts? Is you getting any of these texts, bitch?
And I have to say that I'm Mexican because I'm here in Little Puerto Rico. Yeah. I know what's up, man. Puerto Ricans, you guys are like Mexicans that, you know, have a time limit when it comes to Spanish. You speak it quick. Mexicans, we speak Spanish slow. You know, hey, how's it going? Aquí no más, hombre. Puerto Ricans, man. Hey, what's up? Quiero una cosa, mi brother. Aquí la cosa, aquí me vuelta. Tú sabes, mi brother, una cosa, quiero una cosa. Dame más gasolina.
I know what you're thinking when you look at me. I look like your babysitter. I know, yeah. I look like a good babysitter because I look nice, but not quite hot enough to ruin a marriage. Yeah. In fact, if you're married and your husband comes home and he makes you breakfast in bed 3 days in a row, it's because he just had sex with me and was like, I need to make this marriage work. I don't wreck marriages, I strengthen them. You're welcome.
Isn't that amazing? You know, we still can't prevent a hangover. We have all this medical research. I've tried the water, I've tried the pills, nothing works. We can prevent children. Right? We can't prevent a hangover, you know? At least some people want kids. I've never woken up like, ooh, I am really hungover, but you know what? I think I want to keep it. Yeah, I got to cut back on the sauce, man. I blacked out last week. That's embarrassing. I'm too old for that. I told my roommate, he's like, oh, you blacked out? Ugh. That means you forgot to brush your teeth last night. I was like, wow, that is the least of my worries. I'm more concerned with the lipstick I'm wearing. Why I sent my mom a dick pic? She was like, family plan. Yeah.
We also had drama in 7th grade. One day I had this beautiful lesson prepared on topic sentences. Fun. But right before class started, I got an email from Rebecca's mom. And it was like, hey, Ms. M, just FYI, Rebecca had her bat mitzvah this weekend, and all of your students attended, and all of your male students went into the bathroom together, jacked themselves off, and then everywhere. Well, number one, that is insane. Number two, what am I supposed to do about it? I'm the English teacher. I wasn't even invited to this bat mitzvah, and I look Jewish as so. Thank you. So it hurt, but I'm a professional, so I will handle it. So I was like, okay, kids, no topic sentences today. I put all the girls in the hallway, and I sat all the boys down. And Trevor, he was like, Ms. M, you look disappointed. And I was like, well, yeah, Trevor, I am disappointed. And he's like, well, you shouldn't be, because it was just a game, and my juice went the furthest. And I was like, Trevor, it is farthest. Have I taught you nothing? They're so dumb.
Yeah, it's tough being single. It feels like the guys that I'm trying to see, they're not really trying to really get to know who I am, right? They don't really want to get to know the real me. I hooked up with this one guy, and he texted me afterwards. He said, "You're the kinkiest girl I've ever been with." And I said, I know this text was not meant for me. And I knew that because at the time I had my arm in the sink and I was soaking off a Band-Aid, okay? Because I was too afraid to take it off because of the pain. So that just wasn't true. That just wasn't true. I've been trying to mix things up, been trying to change up my luck, see if I can get some. And I asked a guy out recently and I realized I sound a little needy. I sound a little desperate in a way I'm not super thrilled about. I sound like a white woman with a pyramid scheme. Sat the guy down, said, "Hey, Bessie, this will only take 5 minutes of your time." And ultimately, it is an opportunity for growth, right? We start now, in 6 months, we're taking it far. But there are also part-time options, if that's better for you. The moral of the story is, ladies, you cannot girl boss your way into his heart, okay?
You know when your ex starts fucking other people the same way you know when something touches your foot in the ocean. Right? You just get this feeling, you're like, I can't see it, but something invaded my space. All my girlfriends were like, no, you need proof of something like that. I was like, I don't need proof, I'm a woman. We were all witches once. Like, you want proof? My pussy twitched in the middle of the night. I woke up and I knew. That's my fucking proof. I called him up, I was like, I know what the fuck you're up to. He was like, how would you know that? I was like, you've been sleeping with me for 5 years. There is so much of your DNA inside my body, I will never not know where the fuck you are. I was like, we're twins now.
I am trying online dating, which I feel like online dating, first of all, I'm trying Tinder, which, oh God, I mean, just like the swiping, I cannot be on Tinder, because on Tinder, like, 5 minutes into Tinder, I turn into this, like, Victorian queen. I'm just like, no, 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 no. Fine. Then we just, like, ignore each other. But I feel like it's better than Grindr, which Grindr's a gay dating app. If you don't know what Grindr is, it's basically a step above tapping underneath a bathroom stall.
I do learn a lot from watching murder shows. I learned so much. I learned recently that I should never start my day like any other. For those of you who haven't seen a murder show, normally when a white woman starts her day like any other, she is murdered later that day. So I try and do things a little bit differently when I wake up. This morning, I got out of bed first thing in the morning. I went outside. I stared directly into the sun for a few minutes. And then I got completely naked and I ran around the block saying, "This is not like any other day." And I haven't been murdered yet.
I do want to get married. Oh, that just sounds great. You get to go grocery shopping together and rent videos. And then the kissing and the hugging and the kissing and the hugging underneath the cozy covers. Oh, man. Sometimes, though, I'm worried that Sometimes I worry I don't want to get married as much as I'd like to be dipped in a vat of warm, rising bread dough. That might feel pretty good, too.
I tried to date, and the young women are doing too much. Y'all are nastier than I remember. This. What happened to missionary? We doing new shit. I'm not ready. My last day before I started dating my wife, the woman said something in bed that made me just start going to church, and I'm Muslim. It was a lot. There's a lot happening. I'm hitting it from the back doing regular things, you know, and she turns around, she goes, yeah, that's right, nigga. Choke me and spit in my mouth. I said, Madison. I don't think you can say that word, you know what I'm saying? And also, because
Natalie Portman should not be the next female Thor. She's 5'3", 118 pounds. I pooped Natalie Portman out on a green smoothie day. You know how frustrated it is? Like, I'm a strong black woman, but I can't be a hero. Like, come on, in a real world scenario, if any of you were trapped by a villain, and it was like, you got two people that can come save you. Natalie Pee-wee Portman. Or Chloe Thunder Thighs Hilliard. You be like...
How is any millennial ever gonna own a home? How is any young person ever gonna own a home? It's maybe hate old people. I see a few of you in here tonight. I hate you. Because every old person in a city like LA or New York or London is the same. They're like, my house is worth $2 million, but when I bought it in 1981, I paid 11 raspberries for it. And every young person's like, I have 9 roommates! We each pay $11,000 a month. Although I missed a payment last month, he took a tow, I walk in a circle now. Every single one of us is a lawyer except for Ted. He's a dog with rabies, and we love to get him out, but his name is on the lease. And every single old person's like, I'm a librarian with a home at the beach. Go yourself.
So happy to be here. For those of you I don't know, it's a birthmark. That's what it is. It doesn't lower my self-esteem enough for me to fuck you. Although sometimes people do stare and I am like, hey, buddy, eyes down here. When I wear a mask, my mask sits right here and covers my birthmark. So I'm just walking around as one of you. Ugh. I meet new people while I'm wearing a mask all the time, right? And eventually I take my mask off and they see my birthmark for the first time. And every single time the reaction is the same. It's always exactly like when you see a man take his hat off and you're like, that hairline is not where I thought it was going to be. Well played.
Sometimes I question the whole, like, only white people get this and only black people get that. I feel like that comes from sources of information written back when it was okay to be racist. Right? It's the same way black people still say white people can't dance, even though there's been tons of movies that prove otherwise. Like Step Up, Step Up 2, Step Up 3D, Step Up Revolution, Step Up All In, and Grease, nigga, I don't know.
So I got a dog, that's what I did. I got a girl dog, I rescued her. And technically I paid for her, but her name was Tina and I saved her from that, so. She's mine now. I named her Miley because my name's Hannah. So she's the other side of me, that's correct. She really is the drunk version of me. You know, she pees everywhere, puts everything in her mouth. And I don't drink anymore, so I don't get mad about it. I get nostalgic. Like, even at the dog park last week, I felt like I was watching myself in my early 20s because she was hopelessly chasing this golden retriever while a pug ate her ass the entire time. And she just let it happen. Rolled over, actually, and just let him have it. Anyway,
I like going to free clinics because they know what's up. You know, nobody goes to a free clinic for chemo. Everybody goes to a free clinic because they had fun yesterday. I like to go to this free clinic in Brooklyn because it's very well run. That's right, you could Yelp other things besides food. And I went in, and it's very well run. The first thing, they don't waste any of your time. It's great. The first thing they do, they prick your finger to test you for AIDS. They give you a number, and then you sit with everybody else. And then while you wait to see the doctor, they'll call your number, tell you your AIDS result. Yeah, it's like bingo. It's sick. It's fucking best establishment in Brooklyn. Maybe I'm not painting a good picture enough. A nurse will literally come out to the waiting room and be like, 33, no. And 33's like,
I will get real with y'all though. Over the pandemic, it's the first time in a long, long time I've thought about getting back on antidepressants, okay? I haven't been on antidepressants in a decade. I'm older than you think, do not ask, okay? I told my friends this and they were really supportive. They just had a few questions like, okay, you were on antidepressants before. What did it feel like? Like, why do you want to get back on them? And I was honest. Being on antidepressants feels like your brain is being gentrified. That's what it feels like. It really does. Because like the property value has gone up, but I don't recognize this place. Like, where's the liquor store? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the liquor store? Who fixed the sidewalk? Finally, wow, okay, interesting. There's white women jogging around my brain at night. Streets is dead. Streets is dead.
I took the same biology class like 7 times in high school because I break stereotypes. And it's fucked up because everything we learned in biology, like we knew we were never gonna see again. Sometimes at Starbucks, when they ask me for my name, I say mitochondria, just to use it. Just to say I used it. Of course, they always misspell it and mispronounce it. We have a vanilla bean frappuccino for Marie Kondo. I'll take it.